Imagine standing firm in the eye of a storm, unshaken by chaos. Now picture that storm as the relentless pull of lust, a force that hijacks your focus, fractures your peace, and leaves you questioning your own willpower. What if I told you that the same philosophy that helped emperors, soldiers, and artists endure life's greatest trials could also be your anchor in the modern war against desire? Welcome to the intersection of Stoicism and lust. This ancient philosophy, developed over 2,000 years ago, offers profound insights into understanding and managing our most primal urges. In a world where temptation is just a swipe away, Stoicism provides not just a framework for resistance, but a pathway to genuine freedom from the tyranny of desire. Today, we're going to explore how Stoic principles can help you navigate the complex landscape of modern temptation, offering practical wisdom that transcends time. Lust isn't new. From Roman orgies to today's Instagram filters, humans have always chased pleasure. But here's the twist. Lust isn't real. It's a mirage, a trick of the mind that promises fulfillment but delivers emptiness. Ancient Stoics called this fantasia cataleptike, or deceptive appearances. They understood that desire isn't rooted in what's true, but in what our brains crave. Neuroscience backs this up. Lust triggers dopamine surges, hijacking your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rational thought. It's why you binge-watch shows at 2 a.m. or swipe right on someone who's clearly not the one. But Stoicism doesn't blame you. It blames your judgments. You're not a slave to biology. You're a slave to the stories you tell yourself. The Stoics recognize that our perceptions create our realities, and by changing how we view desire, we can transform our relationship with it. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about reprogramming your relationship with them. The core idea? Only some things are within your control, your thoughts, actions, and judgments. Everything else, including other people's opinions or fleeting pleasures, is external noise. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of Stoicism's most influential teachers, wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Seneca, statesman and tutor to Nero, advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." And Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and author of Meditations, reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Reflect." These men faced empires, exile, and existential crises. Their collective wisdom? Stop romanticizing what you can't control. Lust thrives on fantasy. Stoicism starves it by redirecting your focus to what truly matters: your character, your purpose, and your values. The Stoic playbook for conquering desire begins with what Marcus Aurelius called the dichotomy of control. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, drop it. Lust preys on externals, someone else's body, a fleeting high. Focus instead on what you can control: your integrity, your goals, your next action. Seneca introduced another powerful technique: negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario of giving in to lust. Picture the consequences vividly: regret, shame, lost time. Then ask, is this worth it? Marcus Aurelius advocated for the view from above, encouraging us to zoom out from our immediate cravings. Lust feels urgent now, but in the grand scheme of the universe, it's a blip. Consider the whole of eternity and the triviality of this moment. Will this matter in a week, a year, a lifetime? Finally, Epictetus taught the Stoic pause, inserting a delay between impulse and action. When lust strikes, count to 10. Breathe. Ask, does this align with my values? That tiny delay breaks the cycle of automatic desire. Modern lust isn't just about sex. It's about validation, dopamine hits, and the fear of missing out. The digital age has created new frontiers for temptation. Social media algorithms are designed to keep you scrolling, triggering addictive patterns that mirror traditional lust. Unfollow accounts that trigger envy or lust. Fill your feed with content that nourishes your mind and spirit instead. Dating apps present their own challenges, offering endless options that can distract from genuine connection. Set strict time limits. Ask yourself, am I seeking connection or distraction? For those struggling with pornography, tools like Cold Turkey or Freedom can block sites and create digital boundaries. Replace the habit with journaling, exercise, or creative pursuits. Remember, the problem isn't the technology, it's our attachment to it. Stoicism teaches detachment without denial, helping us use technology as a tool rather than letting it control us. The paradox of desire reveals that to conquer lust, you must embrace desire, but the right kind. The Stoics distinguished between healthy desires, for virtue, wisdom, and toxic ones, for pleasure, approval. Lust is a distraction from your true purpose. Redirect that energy. Channel your passion into creativity, learning, or service. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Let lust be the catalyst for your growth rather than your downfall. When you feel the pull of temptation, ask yourself, what higher purpose could this energy serve? How could this moment of weakness become a moment of strength? By reframing desire, you transform it from a force that controls you into one that fuels your evolution. Implementing Stoic practices begins with small, consistent habits. Start by reading Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, not as a religious text, but as a practical guide from a leader who faced immense pressure. Keep a Stoic journal, writing down moments when lust arose and how you responded. Note what triggered it, how you handled it, and what you might do differently next time. Create physical and digital boundaries that support your values. Block distracting websites during work hours. Designate technology-free times in your day. Practice mindfulness through meditation or simply taking walks in nature, allowing yourself to observe your thoughts without attachment. Remember that every time you resist lust, you're not just saying no to a momentary urge. You're saying yes to the person you want to become. Lust isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It reveals where your mind is weak and your values unclear. Stoicism doesn't ask you to be a robot, it asks you to be a warrior. A warrior who fights not with anger, but with clarity. Who replaces "I want" with "I choose." Who turns desire into discipline. This path isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each day presents new opportunities to practice, to refine, to grow. When you fall, as you inevitably will, don't dwell in self-judgment. Instead, follow the Stoic practice of reflecting on what happened, learning from it, and moving forward with renewed intention. The journey to mastering desire is lifelong, but each small victory compounds, building resilience and freedom. So what's next? Download Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. Start a Stoic journal, block distractions. Create environments that support your growth. And remember, every time you resist lust, you're not just saying no to a momentary urge. You're saying yes to the person you want to become. If you enjoyed this exploration, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these practices. Drop a comment reflecting on what resonated most with you or what Stoic practice you'll try this week. Let's build resilience together, one choice at a time, transforming ancient wisdom into modern strength.